All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Summertime Hot Invitational Tournament featuring Buzz Thunder Unrolling Packing Tape. Hello.
Uh, Unrolling packing tape? What do you mean?
I don't know, it just sounded like you were taking tape off a roll.
Oh, I don't know what noise that was.
That was a pretty good noise, whatever it was. If you can try to do that again a couple times, chat would be lit, probably.
It's something like that? Is that what did it?
I don't know. No, it was like, the sound of like you finally get the packing tape going because it fell off the little holder thing, and then you stretch it and it breaks halfway kind of sound. It was pretty good. I'll clip it for you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Was that a Legacy of the Wizard music you had?
Yeah, because I can't stand Panic Restaurant music anymore.
Yeah, the Legacy of the Wizard is better music, but I understand.
I told the idiots that we're ready. Maybe we should explain who we're serving today. It's JSR versus Ryin7.
Yeah, this is going to be a whale of a challenge, a matchup here. Even though this game can sometimes be unbearable.
I didn't know we were doing animal puns. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was
I
like
guess the cat's out of the bag now.
There you go. Okay, I'm done. No more.
No, I mean, we got to do it.
Just change to the other one.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but I told him to get ready. I think Ryan said be right back. He's going to go chase a dog in the neighborhood. Do I have a mouse pointer on? Was that me? No, that's not me, right? I think that's Ryan's mouse.
Yeah, he does that. I think he does it on purpose, honestly.
There was one time somebody made Choke Me, I Like It, unplug and plug back in his USB mouse like 80 times. You at the microwave?
My wife's calling me.
Put her on speaker.
All right, I will. Let's see if I can even hear her. Hello? We're doing. Oh, never mind. Let me mute this.
All right. Well, first stage here, and this is hello.
Nothing. What are you doing?
All right. I guess I got to mute you so I don't hear you.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were gonna.
All right. So, first stage almost completed here. Sorry about the little technical difficulties. I guess somebody doesn't know how to mute his microphone when he's on the phone, but we have Popcorn Pete here. JSR waxes Colonel, and he'll be moving on to the second stage. Ryin7 quickly behind. And we're moving on to stage number 2, the soup course in the dining room. And what doesn't say soup better than flan and pizza? This is one of those Californian menus where the food on the courses, they just don't make sense. JSR takes a unexpected hit there. He's down to his last heart. Ryin7's on his last heart as well. JSR opts to skip the grab the fish minigame. Points in this game are very arbitrary. I think you get a free guy at 20,000, 50,000, then like 120,000, and arbitrary numbers within. It's like a game of whose line is it anyway. The winner will be joining us in the post-game race. Talking about his run in the style of your choosing, audience. If you want to give us any celebrity you want the winner to impersonate in the post-game race, we'll pass that on and have it done for you. Ryan misses the elevator. JSR was practicing this a little bit. He wanted to see if he can skip the lightning bolts faster. I don't think you can. Mike Tyson's a good one. Can I get a couple more? Joshy D is another good one. We'll take a couple more, and we'll put it on the list. So I guess I should talk about how the game plays. It's a piece of garbage, and it plays on the Nintendo. So JSR is going to make his way down here, kill a couple more flan. Oh, he's going to just step on him. It's a pixel perfect kill, and he doesn't get it. It's actually not a pixel perfect kill. He's just garbage. Are you back?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, no,
I'm back.
yeah, no problem. You missed it. JSR died, Ryin7 died, and I insulted both of them.
Yeah, I saw the JSR death, evening things up a little bit. Ryan's playing pretty safe here, it looks. Doing okay.
Yeah, well, we're on the boss, I think, here for JSR. We're at Microwave Mick.
Microwave full of chickens.
I mean, the package always tells you don't put raw chicken in the microwave.
Why not? I've done it.
Raw chicken?
I mean, to defrost.
Oh, to defrost, yeah, not to cook. What do I know? I get my chicken at a gas station food stop. So moving on to stage 3 here, Buzz, the salad course. You put eggs in frankfurters in your salad?
No, I don't. But I'm convinced that those are pieces of bread. I think I'm alone in that aspect, but I do put bread in my salad.
It's not bread, it's a bean.
Oh, that's a bean. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. That makes perfect sense.
Can we get fingers up Bean's butt in chat, please? With a Norman Chad chaser.
I thought that was implied. I wasn't even going to say it.
You gotta push these people sometimes, because they're only half paying attention. Ryin7's gonna move on to stage 3 now. Ryan's not that far behind, and with that knock right there, I thought it was gonna be instant death for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad spot to get burnt because you will miss the pot.
That's a good pun.
Well, I mean, it was actually a literal description.
Those make the best puns.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, I can see how you can see that that's a bean now. Yeah, I can see it.
It's definitely a bread. Piece of bread for sure.
But why would they have two different sprites for bread?
What's the other one? Oh, the toast?
Yeah. Well, toast is bread.
Well, I don't know. It just doesn't look like a hot dog.
You're gonna have a skip here? No, JSR practiced that skip for 3.5 hours and never even once tried it.
He was doing it backwards earlier, and I told him to do it the other way, and he got it down, and then decided not to do it in the Zeron, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing it backwards, I think, so he can grab the candy faster, the lollipop faster. But that was
not. Yeah, it's not really faster. It's just backwards.
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. You watch a guy, slam home runs in practice all day long, and he goes 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts in the game.
I mean, it is understandable in a race format. You kind of want to play more consistent. I do the same thing. I'm conservative. I don't want to. You don't want to die in this game.
I mean, he's playing Ryin7.
Well, I mean that's true, but they're on the same level. I mean, I don't really know about how well people are doing in this game. Honestly, it hasn't been heavily advertised.
No, because I think most of us are not playing it. And JSR downs Willy Walk. I need to come up with boss puns. I failed.
No, that's good enough. I mean, that's a Gene Wilder reference, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess it could be, isn't it? You think someone thought Patty O Burger was referencing because the boss was outside. That was probably BGT, because that sounds stupid enough for him to say. Instead of Patty for the burger, Patty. He thought it was Patty O as in outside.
Well, that's what I thought too.
And by the way,
I thought it was a double joke.
Maybe it is a double entendre. You mean?
Yeah, I guess I really don't know what that means, but yeah.
Puke7 feels that Odove is actually Odove, like hors d'oeuvre. And it would make sense because in this game's logic, the hors d'oeuvres would be served after the whole course, the dessert with carrots.
Yeah, exactly. And the fish is meat, and the meat is fish, and the salad is actually, I don't know, a hamburger.
Did Ryan do the skip? I wasn't paying attention to his stream.
He did not do the skip, no.
Actually, I haven't looked at his race the whole time yet.
Well, you're missing out.
I probably am. I mean, to be fair, anytime JSR dies or does something unremarkable or not well, Ryan catches up a little bit, but then it just seems in the run of play, JSR just extends this lead.
Well, the big thing that I'm going to say is that Ryin7 has 0 lives right now. So that's your main concern. Oh, wait, he just got one. Never mind.
He got the arbitrary 50,000 point one up just there.
That wasn't a point one up. That was a item grab one up.
Was it an item grab one up? Okay.
Yeah. I really have no idea how the point system works in this game. I just know you get an extra life after the first level. Then other than that, I haven't even looked at the score.
It's whose line is it anyway? After the first level, it's because it's 20,000 points, I think, and then it's 50.
Okay.
120,000 and like numbers in between. It doesn't. It's not every 50,000, but Ryan takes a death there, and on Willy Walk, he's on his last life. He's gonna play. Is there a safe strat here for Willy Walk?
Not that I know of. You just have to spam him. Don't take damage from him himself. But just keep hitting him. Well, I've never even seen him jump down there.
Yeah, it's the
happen.
first time in a tournament that's happened. I know that happens from me trying to practice on him. And Ryan gets whamboozled, and he'll have to go all the way back to the beginning and toss the salad again.
Wow.
JSR has a good burger kill though. Grabs the fork. You can't avoid it.
I'm trying to.
Do a
willpower.
Yeah. You got 5 lives. Take it. Jump right into the spikes and start back again with 4 health.
I mean, having 2 is fine there, just because you take that initial damage anyways to get rid of the fork, so it's not a big deal. Also, it's not a terribly difficult level. But normally, if I show up in that level after bad luck with the shrimp boss, I will take an intentional death. And he just did it right there. I think.
I think that was intentional as well.
You gotta know the checkpoints and just do it.
Ryan takes the fork here.
He's trying to get that extra life. It's a little bit out of reach. It's kind of a cruel joke that the game gives you the fork right here, because it's like, what can you do with it?
I mean, everywhere the fork is in the game is kind of stupid. JSR short jumps there, takes a death. I wonder if JSR's internal timer is beating a little bit. Like, I just made several mistakes in this run so far. Like, I can't be in the lead, and I wonder if he's going a little reckless here.
And you got to try that pixel perfect jump that I saw BGT do off the spikes.
Yeah, no, we're going to call it the BGT jump. I've never seen that done before either. Apparently, BGT found out if you jump into the spikes, you have like a 1-frame window to jump back out before you take damage. And good for him for learning something.
Well, that's pretty fancy. I mean, I wouldn't want to practice it, but he can.
Well, he has no choice but to practice it, because he jumps into spikes all the time.
Right.
He's BGT. See if Ryan does the skip now. No, he's going to walk on. It's amazing. Yesterday, JSR, I was talking to him after his race, and I asked him, why didn't he go for the skip for a guy was practicing the Big 20? He's not going to do it anymore. I thought he would have read up on the game and learned. And he didn't even know about it.
Yeah, I remember he said he watched a run, but not very closely, because any run that's on a leaderboard is going to have that in there.
Even coach?
Especially coach. I think that's where half the people in this tournament learned it, from Coach Crab.
Because of the SHI tournament, the leaderboard has actually doubled in Panic Restaurant.
Oh, that can't be true.
Sexy ice cream time.
I mean, when is it? Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. You're not at my house. It's always sexy ice cream time at my house.
Yeah, my house, it's kind of like sexy, generic Walmart brand cookie time.
No, that's just as good, though. All right, here we go. Ryin7 on the shrimp fry guy, and he gets it this time.
Yeah, one full stage behind. JSR is not even taking any gambles here. He's not even playing the slot machine.
Yeah, he had that miraculous play yesterday. You'd think he'd try to stress that luck a little bit, but apparently not.
Is there any real efficient way to practice the level Ryan's on right now? I'm asking for a friend.
Is there a way to practice it?
Yeah. Well, I know with save states and stuff, but is there anything somebody should be doing? Do you wait for these skewers to come after you, or are you supposed to just keep continuously go, go, go?
Yeah, after a few times, you kind of just get a feel for the timing. And they're very intimidating at first, but after a few times, you kind of learn the way that they move, and you can kind of hit them as they dive towards you.
Yeah. It's hard to
Ryan's
save.
definitely avoiding them.
It's hard to save state on a cart.
Yeah. Oh, you got a card of this?
Wow, doesn't everybody?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I I had to take out a second mortgage on my house, but it was worth it.
All right, JSR is on the last level here. Like, almost done with it. About halfway, right?
Pretty close. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, he's pretty close.
Yeah.
Oh, another intentional death there.
Yeah, I guess the one thing you don't want to do is go 3/4 of the way through the stage, through the before the next checkpoint, and die, because you got to do it perfectly in one hit. So might as well just refill your health. You know, couple second loss. It's not even that much at that point.
No, he's doing it right. I mean, for sure. Just right when you walk in the door, that's going to save you a ton of time. I mean, if you do die naturally, you know, just take that death right away, and then, like you said, on 1 or 2 seconds, and then you're back in there with full health.
Do you think we'll see anybody go to grab fish during this tournament?
Go to what?
Do the grab the fish minigame?
Oh, yes, I probably.
You think it's going to be Joshy D because he's going to go up the long ladder?
I was about to say, I would anticipate Joshy D to do that. Yeah, that's 100%, which is not a category. So there's only an any percent category. There isn't a 100% category.
I think the any percent is like eat all meals. I don't know. It has some stupid name on SRL.
Yeah, it's something serve up something scrambled. I don't remember.
Oh Dove time. I'm gonna call him Dove because it's funnier.
So it's supposed to be hors d'oeuvre. I always said dove, but that doesn't make any sense. So dove is fine. This is where Nintendo got the idea for Waluigi, by the way. Which I still think is one of the dumber characters ever.
I mean, I kind of picture him looking like Dig Shake after a long night of grading papers.
JSR pretty reckless on Odove.
Yeah, he takes damage. He damage boosts, and there we go. There's time for JSR. It is 16 minutes, 45 seconds for JSR.
Not bad. Well done, JSR. I think anything sub 17 is a very solid time for this tournament.
Yeah, we'll see if Ryan playing the slot machine now. He's got a lot of coins. He's gonna go ham here. See, we didn't missed it.
You might as well.
I mean, it's a good. I mean, they put it in the game for a reason. Oh, he hits the 3 candies, I believe that was, and gets a heart back, and hits 3 candies again on line 4. That's why you always want to play all lines, no matter what slot machine you're on. And hello, JSR.
How's it going, fellas?
All right, listen. Before we start here and talk about your run and stuff, I'm gonna shame you a little bit for not doing the toast skip, but
Okay.
before you reply. Since you won, you had to do the post-game interview in the style of the chat's choosing, and they chose Mike Tyson.
See, I normally have defense that's impregnable and offense that's intelligible, but in this particular case, I only had one piece of heart left, and fuck you, Don King, for not giving me the money I needed. All right, Lennox Lewis, he has nothing on me. He's a bum. Okay, I will destroy the world.
3,400 points for the Lennox Lewis reference, but I'm going to also take away 1,000 because he represented Canada and Great Britain in 2 different Olympics. So, no, seriously, you had 1 heart there. We never noticed. So that's a good answer to that question, Buzz.
I was going to go for it. I totally was going to go for it, and I was just sloppy throughout the run. I just made little mistakes. So when I got to that skip, I only had the 1 heart left, and I figured, okay, I might as well just go get my heart refill and then just continue on, and that was my game plan. So, kind of a bummer. I did make up for it though with the swag extra life though. Come on, I get some points for that, right?
You'd probably put a little bit too much faith in us that we noticed it. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what happened?
I was going to say which extra life?
One on the spikes in I think it's the meat level.
Oh, the BGT room.
Level.
No, the area where Ryan is right now. How did you get that?
Invincible. When you get to that ledge right before the spikes, you have your momentum going towards the extra life. But if you jump onto the spikes, you'll die instantly. So what I do is I just wait. As soon as I walk off the ledge, I don't know if it's frame perfect. I know that there was discussion in the Discord about it being a frame perfect jump when you touch the spikes. But for some reason, if you just walk off that ledge and then jump immediately, as soon as your sprite starts to fall, you'll jump and you'll get that extra life. But if you're too late, you'll die.
Yeah, BGT found that out last night. We call it the BGT jump. Because he jumps into spikes all the time anyway, so might as well name it after him.
Yeah, this run had a lot of really good in the middle, just surrounded by a lot of garbage. I'll take the W, and shouts out to Ryan. I know he's still learning the game, and for him to pick up the race this quick, that's pretty cool of him. But yeah, this run sucked. I'm not even happy with it at all. I mean, I'm happy with the win, but that could have been a sub 16 at least, and instead I'm sitting here getting shamed.
Well, I mean, a few deaths.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're catching fish.
Oh, he did it. Oh, wow.
What? Oh, my. Oh, hold on. Let me open it up. I got to open up your stream. Hang on. This is important. This is history.
See how many he gets. I don't think he's got 0 so far. He's got 1.
Oh, man. We're going to have a record for this. This should be able to take a full minute off your
3, 4,
time.
5, 6. It's up to 6, 7, 8. That's 12. I might be 14 now. And he grabs the blackfish. 15 fish. That's 1,500 points.
I have to admit, I'm graceful in defeat, and Ryan, you deserve this win. And 1-1 in the SHI tournament sucks, but I'll take it, whatever.
And right after grabbing all the fish, he decides to just dive right into the spikes. So he's going to do it. We might see it again. So the question is, does the record for grabbing the most fish, which Ryan would have, does it stand if you don't complete the level? Or does it get wiped away?
Oh, now, so I don't know. I mean, that's tricky.
I'd count it.
You'd count it? All right. Well, we'll count it then. So 15 fish is the record so far.
I mean, he completed the minigame.
He completed the minigame. So that's like the swag win right there. He definitely beats me in all of categories that matter in this game, and I should be ashamed. I didn't even go for Eco Toast, and he nailed the fish game, so I gracefully bow out.
The more serious point here is he took the game over in this stage and restarts with 2 hearts now. And it's a lot harder stage when you have half the health available to you.
Once you get towards the end of the game with 2 hearts, it's no joke. Like, we make a lot of jokes, but this game has its difficult moments, and especially this meat stage. This is the meat stage. This stage can, as somebody in chat put it earlier, EOD. So...
EOD?
I meant EAD.
EAD. I was going to say, are you me typing it?
So, yeah, this stage sucks, especially when you've only got 2 hearts. So, I mean, and just picked this game up, and shouts out to him for racing me. I mean,
he's not giving up. It looks like he's going for it.
Not forfeiting after the loss.
Oh yeah, he's not choke. He's gonna go through with this, and because he's got to do it eventually. I mean, he's got 2 more races. He needs the practice, so he's here already. Might as well.
I can't.
Yeah,
I've never saw T forfeit in a race before. I've done it. You expect to win, This is a prestigious thing to lose.
Yeah, not if you're BGT though. He's just in it for fun.
Final group stage match. We don't have it scheduled yet. As soon as it is, I'll let you guys know. And I appreciate you picking up the restream on such short notice, Larry.
Yeah, no problem. Who's your last match with? Who's in your group? It's you, Rose City Saint, and who else? Nerm? Okay.
I think it is. Yes, Nerm. Oh, as soon as we have it scheduled, I'll let you know. And so explain to me how the brackets are going to work, because we're in different groups, correct? Like
yeah, we never touch each other.
Brackets?
Yeah, we never touch each other. We're the XFL and NFL. We'll never play each other. But what happens is the top 2 in your group play the top 2 in the other group in the cesspool, and then those 4 people go into the winners bracket. The bottom
Next
2,
week?
yeah, the bottom 2 weeks in 2 weeks. Yeah, you had the first. You have the rest of this week and next week to play your 3 total games for the group stage, and then the following week is the semifinals and finals, and then the bottom 2 in each of the group go into the losers bracket.
I was thinking about the ultimate champion and a ultimate loser match might be interesting.
An ultimate
whether or not it means anything, or I would just like to see it.
We considered it, but we have so much trouble scheduling like all the very few matches we have in a 4-week period that tacking on additional matches at the end of that might have just been ridiculous. Because Grand Championship match would have been a cool thing, but you know what?
Who's that dude?
Let the idiots work their way up to our level,
Who's that?
Are there any rumored
can't
game
even know
choices?
who he is.
Because I assume only the upper tier winner is going to get to nominate a game. Are there any rumors?
I don't know what's going on in Buzz's mic, but I can't hear you, JSR.
Is it too early to ask? If there's
You're ruining the
any
broadcast.
rumors?
Hold on, I have to mute him because he's not muting himself. Go ahead, ask it again.
I was wondering if there are any rumors circulating around the upper tier contenders for what games might be nominated for next month.
Normally I put that up to task when people win, or just to gauge their mind, and the answer is always, well, I don't know yet, blah blah blah, whatever. I can tell you what games have not been nominated in the past that people may renominate. Wampum and Kick Puncher were something that Joshy D nominated. Super Volleyball, Super Dodgeball was something that Link Sevens has nominated, and it didn't fly. And the other one in the first tournament was, I don't remember. It was Wacky Races, Kick Puncher, and Monster in My Pocket.
Nice choice, wisely, on that one. Wacky Races was a lot of fun to watch. Echo the Dolphin.
You know what a good game? There's some sort of Jackie Chan game that people kept threatening to nominate, and nobody ever did in either of the times.
At least they didn't nominate like Shaq Fu or something like that.
Well, you would have an edge.
From my one lifetime playthrough.
Yeah. No, but I guess games like Wacky Races and Panic Restaurant, they fit the bill. They're very quick, easy to learn, and I guess they race well. We're finding out.
Now, Rolling Games is the same way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
a really fun one to watch. And like you guys were saying, I mean, Hot Flash made it all worthwhile.
Oh my god.
Second sexiest female in Nintendo history.
Behind ice cream, right?
Behind the ice cream, yes. And I'm surprised she's allowed to shed layers, and that got past Nintendo censoring.
It was like I was saying, man, this is an 18+ game.
It really is. If you read into things, like those pizzas, what do those pizzas stand for? We all know. Come on.
I think they should. It'd be dirtier if you added scoops to. Never mind.
Fellas, well, I'll give Ryan back the floor so as he tries to finish up, and hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say he's not trying because he just jumped in the spike pit.
I think he was trying to grab that one up and maybe trying to do the BGT jump.
Did not work.
No, it did not work. No. But again, this is very hard to do on 2 hearts. Because
This is tricky.
Yeah, I think even in one of your intentional deaths, JSR, you took like 2 hits instantly right after you respawned. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't damage boosting, right?
That was in, I think, the last level of the game. After I respawned, the pumpkins just decided to in my face and want to be invited.
Now, Ryan's going to go a little bit slow here.
Ouch, takes a popsicle to the
I
rear.
died there on purpose. That room with a heart left, I always die on purpose just because it's actually not that much slower than waiting for those stupid popsicles.
Yeah, you had a couple intentional deaths that were, perfectly timed as far as, nothing wasted, no backtracking.
If you're confident enough to get through in 1cc, it's definitely worth it in certain spots like that. Again, thank you for the restream and the commentary, and GG to Ryan. I'll pop up in chat when he finishes up just to give him a GG.
Yeah, congratulations again, JSR. Thank you.
See ya.
JSR is 2-0, Buzz.
That's a good record. I would like to have that record.
Are you not 2-0?
No, I am.
Okay, I was going to say, did Choke beat you? Did he? Because I turned I turned that off because of time constraints last night. I was watching it like 4 a.m, and I turned it off because he started throwing it. Because he was ahead for a while.
Yeah, there was a point where I don't remember what it was. I remember in the discussion that he did something where he took some type of death and let me get in the lead, and he just never got back in it.
Yeah, when he takes a death in games, the last 3 we've seen, it snowballs. And he takes them one after the other, after the other, after the other. Ryan just dots JBT in Discord. I don't know if that's an official command, but it's funny.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is that? I don't know what that does.
I think that means he was ahead of JSR, but then stopped trying.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Yeah, this is going to be. It's going to take him a minute to beat this level this way. See if he keeps going.
And I don't know if I've ever officially said this, but we've talked about it with a few different people. There is a BGT Joshi D rule of 60-minute time limit in this game, and if ever there is a race where both racers cannot finish in that time, it's the person who gets to the furthest checkpoint is declared the winner, and if they're both at the same checkpoint, it's the person who got there first is the tiebreaker for that.
So it's a checkpoint. It doesn't matter how far they got past the checkpoint.
No, it's the checkpoint. It's the first one to arrive at that room, because I'm not breaking out a ruler.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. This isn't the Music City forward lateral miracle where we have to put all this spacecraft technology to work to see if the Titans actually didn't forward lateral that pass against the Bills, which was, but whatever. Remember that game? That game was miserable.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was a big game.
It's miserable. It was like the last time Bills were in the playoffs too. It was that heartbreaking.
Wow.
Remember the time Doug Flutie got them to like a 13-3 record, and then Fat Wade Johnson put in Fat Wade Phillips put in Brad Johnson as the quarterback in the playoffs, and he lost his shoe and then threw a ball out of the end zone to end the game.
Yeah. Specifics like that are a little bit before my time.
I think
I apologize for the Bills.
I think
like
that was a year before.
Yeah, I was going to say once the Bills started were not good anymore is when I started officially paying attention to football. But now I don't pay any attention anymore.
Yeah, Rob Johnson. Thank you. Who's Brad? Brad Johnson was a different quarterback. I think there were two Johnson quarterbacks at the time. Brad Johnson might have been a Minnesota guy. I don't know. Or I'm just making that name up for whatever reason. But yeah, Rob Johnson.
I remember Titans versus Rams came down to like 1.5 feet or something like that.
Yeah, and the game tying touchdown.
Yeah.
I'm clipping that. Well, Ryan's still on the move here. Hey, I don't know the tech of this game or exactly what happens in these later levels that I've never played before. But I know there's a candy up there you can kind of go out of your way to get. But are there any lollipops left in the game?
There are 2 in the last level, but I don't know if there's any in this level. Like there's 2 candies in this level, but no lollipops.
Because I think it was your race last night with Link Sevens where BGT said he thinks it's faster that if you take a game over in this level to just reset and start the whole damn game over.
Yeah, he did say that in commentary, which might not be, that far-fetched. But honestly, if he beats this boss and gets to the next level, there is a lollipop right at the beginning. So if you can kind of learn how to take out those fry guys, you can be okay.
I was setting up my next BGT joke, and I almost choked myself to death. Sorry about that. But Ryan does make it through.
Yeah, I was saying, never seen the cone dig that far down, but he does get past it.
Yeah, he got the he's caught the most fish. He's made the Willy Walk jump down to the second level. He's playing slot machines, and he made Sexy Ice Cream break more blocks than anybody else. I'd say he's doing pretty well, like on style points.
Oh, for sure, he's doing it. He's playing this game too.
And then you're going to get someone like Dig Shake playing this game next week sometime, and it's going to be the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life.
How so?
Because it's Dig Shake.
I was saying, there's not much left to do as far as what we've seen Ryan do here, other than buying the cartridge.
I do need to say, and I haven't been able to see him do it thus far in this run, but Ryan was the proprietor of throwing plates. When everyone else would avoid it, he was a guy who would grab it and learn to use it against the fries and everything. But he takes the game over there intentionally just to restart.
Yeah, it looks like an intentional game over, just to refill your lives. Basically an up A.
We were worried that this game did not have unlimited continues when we started. But glad to see it does.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen that screen, honestly.
The game over screen?
No, that's not true. I'm just being an ass.
No, I know. I was going to let you roll with it. I thought you were leading somewhere. I thought you were going to say where Joshy D has seen it 27 times or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I should have. Yeah. No, that was the punchline right there. So there's your lollipop right at the beginning. So honestly, it's not terrible. As long as you can avoid those fish that you get the lollipop and they immediately throw fish at you.
But you can get a one up there. But I saw I think it was Puke 7. He's the only one I think I've seen. I don't know if I saw what you did. He takes the high road, and I think that might be because you can kill more enemies and reduce lag.
In this section right here?
Yeah, when you get the spinning pot of death.
I didn't even know you could jump up there.
He did take the high line. I don't know how he got up there. But, yeah, I wanted to ask him, but he couldn't. He had Coach Crab issues working Discord last night. And
I see.
I don't know. I would assume it's lag. Link Sevens would be a good guy to ask that because he's got all that TAS information in his head.
That is the laggiest part of the game, as far as I know.
I feel like any of the spinning pot of death areas are laggy because they throw so many enemies at you because they give you that invincibility, and you're animated.
Yeah, they certainly do that on purpose. They try to overwhelm the game for some reason.
And it just still amazes me that this is the dessert menu, and there are French fries and fish. It's not like they didn't have desserts. There are flans and ice cream cones in other stages, but whatever.
No, you're right. They could have designed it more accurate to the description of the level, but it's hard to say. This is a translated version, though, isn't it? Are the enemies exactly the same in the Japanese version? Are the levels the same?
I mean, I think the only thing that really changes in translated versions is text, and maybe to make things a little bit more simple for stupid Americans. But
I know I saw a little bit of somebody playing the Japanese version, and the items are different. Like the weapons, you can get different weapons in different areas. Also, the chef doesn't have a mustache, so I understand why they had to change it.
Ryan just died at the worst jump in the game.
That is a tricky one for sure.
I don't feel like this level is too bad. The pumpkins have predictable patterns. It's just how far are you going to rush it? Ryan can play a little bit safer and then take them out. The fries are a little bit tricky, but once you get their shooting pattern down, you can deflect it all day, except that day. And we're starting over.
Wow. 20 minutes left.
Yeah, 20 minutes left. I'd hate the call for timer on him.
I think he'll get through.
I think he'll get through, too. It's the last stage. He's got his plate now. He took the bop immediately when he got the plate the first time. And he pauses, and he unpauses. It's going to be right by the lollipop now. A nice dodge right there.
It is interesting with speedrunning. A lot of the times, like games are very more difficult the slower that you go. If you employ speedrunning and try to go fast, a lot of times it makes the game easier.
Say that one more time.
I was saying that speedrunning games makes the game easier. If you
Okay,
go
no,
slower,
yeah, okay.
Sometimes you have more enemies spawning and things like that.
No, I agree, because sometimes by not stopping, you can avoid a lot of stuff. But when you slow down, you're forcing yourself to deal with it. And giving them time to move and shoot projectiles at you, or, like you said, spawn more at a time. Wacky Races was like that. Just keep going.
Yeah, that's I never played Ninja Gaiden when I was younger, but when I learned how to play it, I learned from somebody who played it quickly, and so I never thought it was a difficult game. But most people will say, "Oh, that's such a hard game" or whatever. But I just don't know because I've always had speedrunning strategies, so it doesn't seem like a difficult game to me.
It looks like Contra as well. When you speedrun Contra, you're always on the move, and then if you slow down, then you get more enemies, more bullets on screen.
Yeah, that's a good comparison for sure. Yeah, Contra was like my speedrunning genesis, the first game that I was good at. Before I even knew speedrunning was a thing.
Mine was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I had a book. I kept records.
I did that for Super Punch-Out. I was, because that game actually kept your times.
Yes.
You know, so that was pretty cool, where you could try to beat your time and take out Piston Hurricane faster.
You know, I never bought Super Punch-Out. I guess it's one of those games I have to get because I was always a big Punch-Out fan in the arcade Like I always found the stores around me that had it, and I'd always want to go with my parents when they went, like the stationery store or deli.
Oh yeah, because they had the arcade in there.
Yeah, because like single game at a time, kind of style. Like every store pretty much had it at one point.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the Mortal Kombat arcade. I mean, sorry, Punch Out arcade.
Modell's Sporting. Well, it wasn't Modell's Sporting Goods. It was just Modell's department store. Had like one of those, those department store kind of areas. We're on the final boss here for Ryan. There's department stores that have like the big doors to enter, and then there's like a little.
Oh yeah, they got the claw machine. They got like the horse you can ride.
Right. And then there's another door beyond that actually goes to the department store, like Kmart, I guess, is like that. Yeah, so they'd have like 12 arcade games in that area. And then you got into the department store, and then like way in the back, they'd have another bank of arcade machines at Modell's. It was actually pretty cool. And of course, it has a toy section. It has video games. Of course, I wanted to go there all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's like I always wanted to go to Walmart. They had the Super NES on like demo, and you could just play. You could just play Super Mario World.
All right, Ryan's on O'Dove. Need to come up with a good name for this guy.
Oh man, he just got pumped up.
Yeah, so how does that happen? Is it just a couple cycles and then he just regenerates if you don't beat him in time, or is it if you don't hit him in a time?
Yeah, I don't really know. I'm guessing it has to be timing. I guess it has to be that cycle. He goes from one side of the screen and back.
It looks like
and back once more, and then he pumps it back up every time. Yeah,
yeah. Danny says that in chat now. Well, he's got one more life to do it. Takes a hit immediately.
So he's just got to. I think he should just sit back, wait for him to do the pump animation, and then try to go for it.
We'll have to ask him, but I feel like before I teased him when he paused, he might be making save states as he goes because he might not have really gotten this far.
It's possible.
Like he's pausing right there. Well, no, maybe that wasn't a pause before either. Maybe it was just a frame drop. It seems like he's moving way too much, right?
Yeah. He should have just stayed right there. He had him. Oh, here he goes. He's got it. Come on, Ryan. You can do it. Oh, come on. Ouch. And that's going to have to start over.
Yeah, that was his last attempt. He is now forfeited from the race.
Oh, man. I really thought he was going to stick it out, but good effort.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, you have to go all the way back from the start to get there again.
That was 6 minutes from his last game over. Taking him another 6 minutes, probably.
Let's see if we can get him on the line here, if he wants to talk about it or not. But let's go to the schedule and see what we have coming up, because we have another match tonight. It's BGT versus Coach Crab at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. And then next Wednesday, the Alan Heffley against Random Effect. Those are our two matches scheduled at this point. There's a lot more matches to be scheduled. But not as of right now. What do we have here? JSR all of a sudden appeared magically in Ryin7's window. I don't know how that happens, but there you go.
Did he give him a host, or he just capturing?
No. When he shut down his stream, it closed his VLC window on my computer, and the only other VLC window open up was James.
Oh,
so it just immediately went right to him. Yeah.
I gotcha.
So I don't think he's joining us. I'll give him a couple seconds here to shout out. But yeah, so you have one more match left. Any idea when you're going to try to schedule it?
I tried. Josh was going to do it this weekend, but
Oh,
he is preoccupied with the Zelda randomizer, and I said that's fine. You know, wait till you beat Eon, and then you can and then we can schedule something.
Do you think he's going to beat Eon? Like, how close do you think that race is going to be? And follow up question: which one of them is going to beat Dig Shake?
It's hard to say, honestly, because I did watch Eon do a run, and I was kind of looking at it. I was like, yeah, the way Josh has been playing, I mean, she doesn't have a terribly huge edge, honestly. But again, I don't know how well Josh can handle these flags.
I think he can handle them very well. I just think there's a comfort, not a comfort level, but an enjoyment factor in playing the other flags with a candle and not really wanting to stress yourself out without the candle. I think he can do it for sure, but I also think there's a little bit to be said about Eon always speedrunning stuff and Joshy never having that pressure of doing it, or at least, you know, not as much.
Yeah, that was part of the entire time, really. But there was one of his races, like one of his last ones, where he looked really good. I don't think it was the King Doll one. I think it was the one before that. Like he was just really burning through it.
Countess says, candle in a cave within sight of the starting palace. And welcome. This is the post-game show with Tea Time with Buzz, where we just ask him questions. If you have questions in chat, type them in the box and hit the chat button next to the box you type it into. And we'll ask Buzz a few questions. Buzz, why don't you give us the state of video gaming right now? What are the kind of things you're excited for when you wake up and you go on to Twitch?
Well, that's a good question. When I wake up, currently I hope that Jam Evil is still doing his marathon. And I've been watching some Mario 64 also, and playing it a little bit. That's what I'm excited about right now.
Your thought on Dig Shake now being a LucasArts point-and-click adventure guy?
He did it one time, like a few months ago. I remember I was watching, and he only streamed it for like 10 minutes or something. Did he continue on Indiana Jones?
Yes, he started Indiana Jones last night, yes.
Oh, okay, so yeah, he tried to start that at another point and then gave up on it, but I'm glad that he went back to it. I don't know, I personally, I really like adventure games, that kind of stuff. But the problem is when you have people doing those games, like that Indiana Jones ones, eventually I want to play that one because I haven't, so I don't want to watch it.
This question's from Alexander in chat. What was your thought on Dig Shake being a baseball streamer and not playing baseball anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. That was a little bit too fleeting. I did enjoy watching it. When I played against him in that game, I didn't like it because I don't understand how that game works, and I got very frustrated with it. But he seemed to enjoy it, and I had an okay time watching him. But as far as competing against him, I wasn't a fan. But yeah, I don't know. If he's going to do adventure stuff, that's fine. I'd watch him do stuff that I know so that I don't get any spoilers. But I'd like to watch him complete a whole season in Bases Loaded 2, for sure.
Do you think he would ever sit through and actually do that, though?
It seemed like he was. He was like 10 games into the season or something like that without simulating any of them. I mean, I don't even know if they make you play a full season of that game.
At what time on the hour will Ryin7 actually join us in chat to talk?
I probably never.
He said give me a few.
Oh, okay. So I didn't realize we were still stalling for him.
Well, he is pretty much an idiot, but he's joining us right now. Hello, Ryan. He's got to unmute himself, or I got to unmute him. Hello.
Yeah, my mute button didn't work earlier. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem. Ryan. Hello.
My lord. Yes.
Yes. Why don't we talk about anything you want to talk about?
Talk about this game, Panic Restaurant.
All right, go ahead. Why don't you take us through what happened there to you?
Well, you know what? I do pretty well the first 2 or 3 levels. Then after that, it kind of falls apart.
Why do you think that is?
It's a good question. I didn't have my Game Genie.
Buzz has an opinion on that. Buzz, why don't you tell Ryan all the things he did wrong?
Well, I was curious about the bonus game, how that fit into speedrunning.
Well, JSR already finished, so I thought I'd have a little fun.
What was it, 15 fish you caught?
I think it was.
15 fish is the record right now. I'm writing it down on this piece of paper. 15 fish dash Ryin7. Did your kid distract you at all when you were playing?
Kind of mermaid movie. What are you watching? I don't know. I think it's some kind of mermaid movie.
Say hi for me.
He wants to fight you also.
The poor kid's going to be in a supermarket. Someone's going to have like a Larry name tag and it's going to freak out.
Pop him.
Oh, man. So what are you going to be working on this game? Are you going to practice a little bit more, or are you just going to kind of play your games out?
I need to practice the last 3. I think the first really well, but as you can tell, I really have not played fish, meat, and dessert.
Yeah, and then that one stage you were caught on for a while where it didn't have any extra lollipops or containers for you.
Oh yeah, the ice level can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can EAD? Is that what you're going to say?
PG streaming.
PG stream, unless Buzz Thunder is giving his game audio for some reason, and he's just dropping the F my C all 2 seconds. You didn't know it. It's not your fault.
Did that happen?
Last night, yeah, in your race against Choke, your audio was on, and between that and Puke 7's
I did hear that.
follower alerts, yeah, that's the first match we had on the SHI tournament that I have to put a parental advisory warning on the thumbnail.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so congratulations for taking part in that.
It was not intentional.
No, I know. But,
Looks like JSR did pretty well. I don't think, well, comparatively, 1645. I don't think he's probably happy with that.
oh, he's a luck box. He holds right and good things happen. Let's be honest. The dude's terrible at video games and gets lucky all the time.
I hold right and I get popsicles at my keister.
No, I'm just joking. JSR played pretty well. He wasn't happy with it, like you said. But yeah, it's a tough game, especially in the when it ramps up at that ice level. Actually, I think it starts at the outdoor courtyard fish area with all the stupid shish kebabs flying at you.
It's not good. I didn't play well. I just kind of got home and threw on, and I haven't practiced this in a week.
Well, you got to watch.
No excuses.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you were right there, right around 38 minutes or something like that. If you just took out the boss, you would have been fine.
His damn balloon popped.
Yeah. He refills it.
Well, unfortunately, you are 0-1, but you have the Alan Heffley and Random Effect left. Is that no? Nurem and Rose City Saint are in your group.
RCS and
Yeah. So Sarge and whoever I just said, Random Effect. Yeah. No, Nurem. Somebody. There are 2 people. Obviously, they don't matter because they're not in my group, so I don't even need to know their names. But
I'm going to practice for about 24 hours straight. Next 4 or 5 days, and sub 15. Here we come.
Just do what Digshake does. Play a video of somebody else playing the game, but make sure it's not the world record, so that you don't get called out on it.
Are we?
No, we're not. We haven't been live for nobody's been listening for 40 minutes since JSR finished.
I put them through about an hour of hell. So,
well, there is an hour time limit, and you were 14 minutes away from me enforcing that.
Oh, okay. Oh, I should have done that.
Yeah, no, you should have definitely done that because it would have been awesome if I just cut stream on you and never told you. Well, no, you would have known if you were going to play on. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Chat hasn't moved in 34 minutes, so I guess we're done. But thanks a lot for racing, and best of luck to you in your next 2 matches.
Yeah. Have you played one yet?
No, I don't plan on playing it. But I'm going to lead people on and make them assume I'm going to play it sometime next week.
I think this is a classic Larry Sandbag.
You know, another problem is I had the game audio on, which was a problem. I need music, and I didn't have a beer.
Oh, well, now you know what you did wrong, so fix that for next time.
I think if I fix those 2 things, we're going to cut at least 20 minutes off.
Absolutely. So best of luck to you. Buzz, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Are you going to be around tonight, 11:30? 10:30 your time?
That's questionable. I will try to be here, but I can't guarantee it.
All right, if you're here,
My wife, as you heard my wife come in the room, so.
if you're here, just let me know.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the restream. Thanks, JSR, and sorry, people watching, that it was a train wreck.
No, I think they appreciate it, but have a good night. All right, guys, that does it. We got another race coming up, 11:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. Bent Glass Tube versus Coach Crab 127. Coach wins, and we make fun of Bent Glass Tube. But those are the 2 reasons, I guess, to watch. So that's 11:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. Have a good night, and see you guys then. Until then, please, beans and choke fingers in chat, please.